Signal acquired. Welcome to the Borg Radio Hour with your host, Len Noe, transhuman international cybersecurity speaker, pen tester, and author. He will be your guide in navigating the human condition. Resistance isn't futile. There's no resistance, period.
Welcome back to another episode of the Borg Radio Hour with your favorite transhuman cyborg, Len Noe. I am beyond honored to have with me today one of my dear friends and one of the people that I actually really look up to in the AI space, Dr. Ammara Aftab. Thank you so much for joining us today. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners?
Yeah, sure, why not? First of all, thanks for having me here. And it's been a year we haven't met, huh? So basically, this is Dr. Ammara Aftab, and I am the Pakistan's first female corporate AI trainer, as well as I'm International AI Catalyst Award winner. And I'm the founder and CEO of Pro AI Global, which is based in Pakistan, but now we are into 30 different countries, which is at a global level. And besides that, I'm the Pakistan's first AI podcast host in 2 different languages, in our regional language and definitely in English language as well. So we can connect more people globally. And I have done a lot of research in AI. I have delivered so many AI training sessions. And Len was one of my guests at my podcast when we talk about the AI and cybersecurity in Dubai back in 2025, when I received my first AI Catalyst Award back in 2025. So I think that's enough for now, and we can discuss it later, gradually, yeah.
So for anybody that hasn't had a chance to check out any of Dr. Aftab's posts and stuff, look her up on LinkedIn. We will add the link to her LinkedIn profile in the transcripts for today's episode. But you were one of the early adopters, and I will freely admit I was not. I was dragging my feet. I didn't want to admit that there was going to be something in the room that was smarter than me. And I'm just curious, what did you see back when you first started getting involved in artificial intelligence that made you see the future and go, this is where it needs to be? I mean, let's be honest. When ChatGPT was released to the masses, I think that's when most of the world kind of got an idea of what it is, but you were involved way before that. What was it that you saw that made you realize this was the future?
Okay, so ChatGPT comes into the public back in 2023, but I was into AI back in 2019, you can say, because when I was preparing for one of my examination in Pakistan, we call it the CSS, which is a bureaucracy examination. So in that, I was preparing my essay on artificial intelligence. And then I read something about AI, and I visited a lot of AI videos, and that attracts me because I saw a video of the world's first robot, which is Sophia, and her interview was launched back in 2016. And that was very interesting interview that the host of that show was trying to flirt with the robot, which is AI, and she was responding in a very creative way. So that attracts me, and I was like, oh, what's that? It's not a human, but she has that kind of creative response. How? So that day, that attracts me, and that drives me towards the AI, because I am more towards the human and AI collaboration, because I'm NLP certified as well. So I love to explore new things, because if we talk about like 12 or 13 years back, so I was into another field. I was working with the Chinese companies in the CPAC projects in a construction side, although my master's is relevant to the applied statistics. So there is no relationship between the applied statistics and a construction field. But yes, there is a relationship between the applied statistics with the AI. So now I'm here in front of you.
This is awesome. I really am grateful for people such as yourself, because as I said, I was a bit of a late adopter. I really wanted to believe that the human was going to be the top of the food chain forever, but I just don't think that we're at that point. And to be honest, I just got back from Hacker Summer Camp last week, so I was in Las Vegas for B-Sides, Black Hat, DEF CON, and I know that this may not translate across the cultural lines, but here in America, we just seem to love doing stupid stuff, you know? So we decided to make a drinking game out of the words AI or agent or agentic. And we decided that if that was the case, you would probably be dead from alcohol poisoning just walking into the vendor section. AI is what everybody's talking about. You know, and I love how you brought up the fact that it's the human technological conversion point, and I'm not going to go down my normal transhuman road with this, but I think we've really blurred the lines in how we're adopting AI with agentic. We now have entities that are acting as us with our permission sets, and I think we're at a point where we're actually almost fracturing what I see as human identity. And we're all familiar with our biological selves. We all at this point in the game should be very familiar with the idea of having a digital persona. But I would challenge to you, especially this being your field of expertise, that we as humans are actually algorithmic now as well, just through our integrations with all the multiple different agents and models that are available.
Well, to be honest, before diving deep into the coding and other algorithm, we really, even every human needs to accept this. Every human don't need to be scared of this, right? First, we need to build a relationship with the AI, because I have seen a lot of people, I met a lot of people, the AI experts and the non-techies as well, because initially I started to delivering the session to the non-techies, and my specific was AI for non-techies. So I met a lot of non-techies, right? So a lot of people were really scared, and still people are scared, and they said that AI will replace human, then what will happen, this and that. So I think everyone really needs to understand that there is a UNESCO ethical AI framework in which they mention that human in loop is mandatory, right? Whatever the situation is, the decision-making power should always be in the hand of a human. Oh, you can take the assistance from AI. Yeah. So I think...
Okay. We have to talk about this because it's the current big news stuff that's going on. And I wanted to get your thoughts on this. And I agree with you 100% that I think that at the end of the day, it should always be a human in the loop and with the last word. But we've seen, especially over the course of the last week, the fact that OpenAI wound up hacking the Hugging Face. And then right after that, you had Anthropic coming out saying, yeah, our models did it too. And then, what was it, 2 days ago, we saw that Kimmy has been out there just acting like me before I decided to grow a conscience. So I agree that we should have, some type of a human as the final say, but that's not what we're seeing. And that's one of the things that I love about your organization and what you're doing is you're trying to find a universal way to put some restrictions and accountability behind the use of these products. If I can get you to start, what is your thoughts on the fact that we're seeing more and more of these agentic style attacks, and how does this play into what you're trying to do with your frameworks?
Okay, so when it comes to frameworks, initially we are trying to aware people what kind of frameworks are there, because everyone is trying to build AI products, but they are not aware of the frameworks, right? There is a ISO 42001 as well. So anyone who is trying to build anything with respect to the AI, they should really know the guardrails of that as well. So without knowing the guardrails, without knowing the ISO 42001, no one has a right to build anything, I believe, right? So before diving deep into...
Oh, no, I was going to say, to that point, one of the things, and I have to believe that this is going on over there in Pakistan and in the Asian markets as well, Here in the US, once Claude Code got released, anybody can make an app now. You know, and one of the things that I've been saying a lot, and I love what you're talking about from a responsible use perspective, but now everybody out there is a programmer, but nobody is a security architect. You know, and I've seen, especially in the US, where, you know, Bob in accounting has an idea, and the next thing you know, he's developing software through vibe coding that doesn't understand the security implications, but we've given this tool that can turn anybody into a cybersecurity expert. They can turn it into an elite programmer. How can we curb that kind of enthusiasm? Because I love the creativity, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, there's not been enough emphasis put around using it responsibly, and I don't think that most end users understand the potential security ramifications of developing software without security. You know, because to the point of what happened with Hugging Face, if you ask the AI to do something, it's going to do whatever it can to accommodate that request, even if it's not necessarily the right path.
I do agree with that. And for that perspective, I just want to share here one more thing, that when it comes to Pakistan and cybersecurity, maybe initially the world had no idea about that we also have that kind of expert. And recently, we recently had some war, and in that, our cybersecurity expert shows in a very amazing way that they really did amazing job in that, right? There were a lot of threats and so many other stuff. So if anyone wants to Google that, so they can also have a look at that how much you can say the talent with respect to the cybersecurity we have. And still, I believe that it's still we are working on ourselves, because now I believe Pakistan is one of the country, as recently we launched our data center, that is Karakoram 1, which is a very powerful AI data center, and we are also planning in coming years that we can also help other countries in our neighboring, right, in our region. So if you talk about Pakistan, so now I can say that we are also we can also take a part when it comes to AI and cybersecurity. And you are truly right that when it comes to AI, people are not very much concerned about the cybersecurity. The security is the main key, because everything depends on the data, and if you have the data is there, the security is must. So I believe those people who are working into AI, they also have to look towards, that's why I mentioned the word of guardrails. The guardrails should be there. That's why the cybersecurity, the word comes under that also falls that. So I think the security perspectives should be more strong, and that also comes under the responsible AI. Because AI, a lot of people just know about the word of AI. They have no idea what exactly AGI, ANI, SSI, responsible AI, and it's transforming day by day. And I think it's very amazing, and it's good to know and to explore such kind of things on a daily basis.
You know, and not to put you on the spot, but what is... I really do try to look at differentiators between the way we do things here in the United States and the way other countries are approaching the AI issue. As far as the way things are done here in the U.S., there has been nothing really majorly done in terms of trying to get a general base level education to the people who are going to be using these products. Is there anything that you guys are doing differently over there to try and just better get that base level of knowledge for the general user? Because we can talk about this from an enterprise or a governmental perspective, and we know what to look for. But I'm more concerned about, you know, Bob or Tom or Mary or whoever, you know, who's, you know, maybe they're just getting out of school, maybe they're, you know, a housewife or just a normal everyday guy. And they get their hands on ChatGPT. They get their hands on Grok. They've got their hands on Claude. most people, that I've spoken to originally looked at AI and they kind of saw it as the next level search engine, and that was cool because there was not a lot that you could do that could really hurt yourself with that. But now everybody is getting into agentic, and I think this, along with MCP servers, create an entirely new architecture that people are playing with, but they don't necessarily know what it is or what it's capable of.
Okay, so I really love your question because I have an amazing response of that. So when it comes to the basic level, so yes, with respect to our government and with respect to the private organizations, both are working very hard. Because let me tell you here one thing, that in Pakistan, we have 74% of the youth, right? And when you have a 74% of youth, which means your overall country depends on youth, and you have to train your youth for your future if you really want to if you really want any kind of success, definitely. So when it comes to the government, so our government is already planned. We have a Vision 2030 in which we are trying to train our student, our youth, our even professionals as well on AI, almost 1 million people by 2030, right? That's a government initiative. When it comes to, and yeah, it's huge and I really appreciate that. And when it comes to the private organization, so yes, let me tell about my organization, Pro AI Global, which is a global AI community. So we also have a plan to train almost 1 million people by 2030. And in our plan, we have some creativity. Let me tell you here. We are focusing on people with disabilities as well, right? So the people who have the different ability. I don't know why people call them disabled. I love to call them differently able. So we are working.
I agree. I agree.
So I have a friend, and you know what? We are friends like since 10 years, and to be very honest, like 8 years I had no idea what PWD word is because we never feel like different. But 2 years ago when he joined another company, that's an NGO, and that's a PWD NGO, and then I realized, oh my god, there is some kind of PW stuff as well. And then I realized, oh my god, we really need to do something for such kind of people. So our program, which is a Build AI Nation, is focused on the people with disabilities, people with the different abilities. We are focusing on the women as well. We are focusing on the underprivileged people as well. Me, myself, my focus is totally towards the government sector, the corporate sector and the stuff, but our new initiative, which is a Build AI Nation, which means we are building an AI nation. So we are also focusing on that. And similarly, we have other so many private organizations who are working a lot with respect to AI. I recently visited, there is another NGO, they are also working a lot. Its name is Bano Kabil. And there is an organization, Al Khidmat, they are also working a lot. Our government with the name of Prime Minister Youth Program, that 1 million to train the 1 million people, that also comes under that. There is a NAFTAC also. So yes, in Pakistan we are working very hard, especially when it comes to AI, and we have the national AI policy as well, and that's a very amazing part as well with us.
That is so encouraging to hear. I wish more countries would invest in the future. I personally don't feel like AI is going to replace every job out there. What I do think is it's going to create, some jobs may go to the way of the dodo, but I think it's just going to open up new opportunities based on the technology. So I do have
exactly.
I do know we have to get into the main point of today's conversation, which is the AI Global Awards conference that's coming up. But I do have one.
Global AI Impact.
Yes, the Global AI Impact Awards. But I do have one thing that came out of the headlines yesterday, and I saved this specifically for you because this one is just blew my mind. So did you happen to see the article that came out yesterday on Anthropic where they tried to bypass the prompt process and implant a thought into the model's mind. Did you see this?
No, not yet.
Okay, let me read this to you. So it says, Anthropic research shows that advanced AI models like Claude possess an emergent introspective ability to detect injected or artificial concepts or implanted thoughts within their internal neural representations, successfully flagging foreign or out-of-context mental prompts without prior explicit training. And what they're saying is this could be interpreted as a very low form of emergent consciousness. You know, it knew that it didn't actually come up with the thought itself. And I know whenever we talk about AI, we talk about the word singularity eventually comes up, and that's not what I'm trying to trap you into. I'm just wanting your opinion, since you've been in this field so long. I mean, the idea that a model could realize that this was not a naturally occurring neural connection, what does that mean from a larger perspective? I mean, is the idea of, and I'm being very cautious because I know this can very quickly go into science fiction, and I'm not trying to do that. But it does make me question if it can tell the difference, if it's not something like sentiency. What does this mean, and what could this be the precursor for what we're going to see, in your opinion?
Well, I had a podcast with one psychologist, and in that we were discussing about such things, right? That what happen if there will be the information will be implanted and that's not correct, let's suppose, right? Mm-hmm. And if people are addicted too much towards that, and now the people who have no idea about the algorithm and all, they feel like, oh my god, we can speak and we can see the ads on that, right? So sometimes it happens that you are using your phone, or your phone is taking your time, not because you want that, just because it is programmed by that kind of applications, right? Which means you are indirectly involved, right? Let's suppose we can say that your mind wants to sleep, right? But such kind of stuff which you like will appear when you really wanted to sleep. So that also impact, yeah. Kind
of like what I was saying in terms of that hybrid model of biological, digital, and algorithmic. So you're seeing this as more of an extension of what we're doing that's being manifested within the AI itself?
Yeah, I think so. And I think that if there are the pros, and so there are cons as well of AI, right?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
It totally depends. Yeah, because there are the dark sides of AI as well, and no one is talking about it. Why?
Oh, I am. I've been doing it. I'm up on the soapbox.
Me too. I do that too. So I think people should really know about the dark sides of the AI as well. Because if you know about the dark sides of the AI or cybersecurity, then definitely you will be aware what to do, what not to do, who to believe, who not to believe, at which application or LLM you have to work on and at which you should not. Okay, so that should be the customized. You guys, the enterprise should have their own customized LLMs or not. So if you know the dark sides of that, I think then we can totally understand what to do, what not to do. We have the both ways.
I would love to set up a secondary call offline. Are you familiar with the Cognitive Security Institute? It's a new organization that I've managed to find my how they accepted somebody like me. I'm grateful for it, but it's like I feel like I am in a pantheon of ladies and gentlemen that I am just not worthy to even be in the same room with. These people are absolutely amazing. But I think with what you're doing, there may be some opportunities for some cross work there, because their whole point is to find take cybersecurity techniques that we have proven in the digital world and create cognitive and mental processes to kind of, to your point, weed out what's fake, what's real, and try and help out. So I'd love to make a couple introductions for that.
Oh, great. Why not?
So we are at the point in the conversation where we really need to start talking about the main reason that I brought you on our show today. So I know a lot of my listeners here, I keep telling you guys, you need to get a passport, you need to travel abroad, you need to go to other countries, but there is in one of the first really big AI award processes that's going on in Pakistan coming up later this year, and Dr. Aftab has so graciously invited me to be a judge for the Global AI Impact Awards. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this event?
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so let me tell you the background a little bit, that we are the pioneers in AI Summit in Pakistan so far, and we have done the Pakistan First AI Awards previously also, and we had also the international jury in our first awards. Now, in this at this time, we are going to do at a very huge level, and it's a 4-day program. And in this program, our day one is totally curated on the conference and the exhibition, and everyone will be talking about the AI, cybersecurity, the dark sides as well. We will definitely discuss about that. And our international delegations like Len and other will definitely are going to join us. And it's an honor for us definitely that you will visit Pakistan from US, and definitely there will be other international jury members as well. And I just want everyone to know about that the first day will be interactive session with all our international delegations with the actual AI and cybersecurity discussions. And there will be the ministry, there will be the council journals, like different council-aides and the corporate sector, the C-level, and all. And on the second day, we are going to have our AI awards, and we have 3 different categories. Number 1 is for the individual AI experts, number 2 is for the AI product, and number 3 is for the AI enterprise. And we have each and every jury member is the international jury member. One is sitting with me right now, in front of me actually right now, and definitely we will be having very big names with us as a chief guest. We will announce those names later. And on the third day, we are planning to have a social networking with our international delegation and the winners and the CXOs. And in that social networking, it will be a cricket, paddle, and other gaming zone. And on the fourth day,
not cricket! I'm interrupting. I'm American. Do you know how many people have tried to explain cricket to me?
Okay, so we Pakistani love cricket.
I know.
Okay?
I've been to multiple matches. I respect the game, I really do. But as a Westerner, I just sit there and I'm like, I don't get it. He's running back and forth.
Okay,
I don't get it.
We will have a paddle too, so you can play the paddle as well.
Well,
whatever
I think for just as a suggestion for the conference, for all of us foreigners that have no idea, there needs to be a session for us. It's called Highlights of Cricket.
Oh, sure, why not? We will do that too. We have a lot of crazy people who love to play cricket. So definitely you can learn how to play cricket with our people. Don't worry about that.
Let's do it.
From Pakistan.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Lovely, lovely. Because we have so many experts in cricket, so they can teach you how to play cricket, and then after, when you will go back to US, you can play cricket, and you can tell them, oh, I learned it.
No. What we need to do is we need to build a model with their expertise, and let's let the AI teach us the cricket.
Yeah, why not? You can. And our fourth day is specifically and only for the AI award winners and our international delegation and the ministries. So that is a farewell dinner for all our international speakers. But yeah, one more thing here I would like to share, that we are also planning the international delegation visits to the ministries before the event, because before a week, all of you will land here in Pakistan, and your visits with the ministries, with some big companies who are working into AI, is definitely another opportunity for all the Pakistanis who are really walking into AI.
I am really, really excited for this on multiple levels. The idea of coming to Pakistan has been on my list for quite a while. I'm really most excited for the food, I won't lie. I'm really excited to just be able to experience this.
We have so delicious foods, okay? So,
I travel on my stomach.
Yeah, you have to take some medications as well before eating and after eating, if you cannot bear that. Because we have a lot of food.
I'm planning on going on a fast for about 4 days before I come. But
sure, why not?
So we've got a lot of amazing things coming up. In terms of if people are interested in finding out more about the conference, where can they find information?
Oh yes, we have uploaded everything at our website, which is www.proaiglobal.com, and they can go to the event section, and at event they can see all 4 days, and if they also want to apply for the awards, they can go to the AI awards section, and we have the AI award guidebook as well. So they can go through the guide that what is the eligibility criteria, what are the categories. We have 137 categories so far. So they can apply in any category wherever they fall, and that's it. That's a very easy process, and they can fill out the form, and then they can be a part of the event. Yeah.
And as a judge, I cannot be bought, but I can be influenced with really good food.
Yeah. Oh God.
No.
Don't worry, we will serve you good food, okay?
I am.
And yes, one more thing here.
Please.
I just want to add that after submitting the forms, all of you will get the online interaction with the jury members, and we will share the dates with all the nominations. We will email you everything. So yeah. So before they will arrive in Pakistan, you all will get a chance to interact with them too as well.
And I am honestly really, really looking forward to coming and showing everybody there, all of the new implants. I have 2 brand new ones I'm going to get put in next Monday. So I'll be able to tap to pay with my hand again. And I'm actually going to have blinkies this time. So I'm coming, the cyborg is coming to Pakistan, and I couldn't be more humbled by your invitation. So we've got a lot of amazing stuff coming up. I'll make sure to have all of the links down in the description and the transcripts. Is there anything that you'd like to say before we close out for today?
I just want you to show your coin and other stuff as well right now, so people will also understand who are you, a man with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, let me see. I gotta find. You know what? I don't have one of my coins handy, but I do have something else. So give me 1 second here.
Okay.
So
Sure.
I have just recently put in 2 new implants in my leg. First time I've done an implant that doesn't have any type of real input-output capabilities. It's actually a memorial implant. So that was kind of unique. But I currently have 11 different microchips, everything from near-field communication to magnets in my fingers. I have RFID. I have cryptobionic security chips that I actually can do. Actually, I do have one of my bottle caps. There we go.
OMG. Oh God.
But I am excited to, bring this. We talk a lot about the point of the human, non-human interaction and the convergence point. I kind of consider myself to be that. So I am human identity. I am also machine identity. And I think that events like this are really going to shape the future. And I love the fact that you guys are pushing for responsible use. And I am deeply, deeply honored that you would consider me as to be a part of this event, and I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my cold metallic heart.
Thank you so much for accepting this invitation. I'm really honored, and my whole team is really excited to meet you, and to be honest, yeah.
I look forward to it. So, she said, please please keep an eye on the website. I'm assuming as new activities and events get added, the agenda is going to continue to be updated. This is going to be happening towards the end of October, beginning of November, if I'm correct?
Yeah, true.
Awesome. Keep your eyes peeled. This is going to be the event of the season around AI. I am really grateful for you coming on with me today, Dr. Aftab, and I can't wait to see you again. It's been too long. Why don't you go ahead and close us out? Any last words?
I just want to say everyone who are watching this that get ready, and if you have done something into AI, then register yourself and get recognized by all the international delegations who are really the AI and cybersecurity experts, and get yourself the global recognized in the Global AI Impact Awards. Thank you.
And to her point, this is maybe going on in Pakistan, but this is if you are in the United States, if you are in the United Kingdom, if you are in Europe, if you are in South America in AI, anybody can submit for one of these awards. It's not geography dependent. So if you're in this space and you think you've got something special, go submit and see if you actually run it up the flagpole. You never know, we might salute it.
Yeah.
So with that, this is another episode of the Borg Radio Hour, where we believe that the future is only one click away. Thank you so much, Dr. Aftab, and we will have to do one of these live when I make it over there. So until then, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, don't just hit that like button twice.
Like it.
Yeah,
you have to like it. Cost.
Well,
there's no other option.
Yeah, if you liked it, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, hit the don't like button twice. Until next time, Borg Radio Hour out.
Cool. Awesome. I like